Hi guys, before I start this episode, me and the team work so hard to put these episodes together. We really need your help in boosting the algorithm and letting YouTube push the content more to more people so more people can watch us and enjoy the show. So if you are loving the show, make sure that you engage, be in my comment section, bust up all over my comment section. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. I'm begging you guys, you don't know how much we need it. Okay, right now I'm getting so frustrated. I want to make sure that people are seeing us and there's visibility. Girl, help a girl out, please. I love you guys and enjoy the episode. Mwah. What's goody in the hoodie, guys? Happy Tea Tuesday. I'm telling you that if it's Tea Tuesday, that means we have to brew something. I am drinking a matcha. Obviously, you guys that watched the episode yesterday knows that I am on the OMAD diet. So while I'm filming, I'm still in my fasting period, but I said it's Tea Tuesday, so I have to sip on something real cute. So I'm sipping on a matcha and I'm feeling very well put together. I also went to the gym today. I'm feeling well put together. But let me tell you something, guys. This week is another week of crazy dilemmas. And oh my God, I'm loving the conversation we're having about friendships, and I'm loving the conversations we're having about these losers that some of you guys are dating. Please, let's get straight into it. So the first dilemma is, I spent 3 years teaching a man how to love me just for him to never actually do it. From day one, nothing made sense. Our first date, trap house, silence thick enough to choke on. A man who barely spoke, barely looked at me, and lied about having nothing, no home, no cars. Turns out he had everything, just not honesty. We'd sit in silence like strangers. Even after I started staying over, I thought intimacy would change. It didn't. So I tried harder. I gave him care, softness, attention, my full love language. He gave me nothing back. No effort, no emotional depth, just presence when it benefited him. Still, I stayed. I told myself he just didn't know how to love. And maybe he didn't until I taught him. I turned him from the worst to the best. Attentive, experimental, everything I wanted physically, but emotionally still available. Every time I pulled away, he'd come back different, saying all the right things, promising change, and every time I believed him, it reset. 3 years later, there's no real relationship, no foundation, just a cycle. Now he says he's finally ready, but I'm tired. I'm tired because I didn't just teach him how to love. I taught him just enough to give it to someone else. So my dilemma is, do I accept saying that him pattern be this and hope this horse no run waka before I do? If you have any more questions, I'm open to a call. Love you, girly. We need to start bringing calling back. You should have put your number here. I would have called you right now, bitch. I would have called you right now because I would have said, come here, come hither. Dilemmas. I don't understand. So on the first date, you was in the trap house, silence thick enough to choke on. No, babe, you wasn't choking on the silence. He was choking on the fumes from the crack that he was cooking in the kitchen is what you was choking on. I think for me, teaching a man how to love you is one of the most exhausting things I think a woman can do. And I am of the belief that when a man loves a woman, you will know. I think men are very black and white. Well, the men that I've experienced, I think they're black and white. And I think if a man loves you, or if a man really cares about you, you will know from the get-go. He will want to impress you. Taking you to the trap house, you was never rated. Can I be harsh? You was never rated. Sometimes I like women to think, if I was his dream girl, is that how he would act? Is he gonna see Rihanna and take her to the trap house? And that is a logical, that makes this situation a lot more logical, because think about it. If you are a man and you see the woman that you are obsessed with, you are in love with her, she is your goddess. You're looking at her this woman is the most stunning, amazing, incredible woman I've ever seen in my life. Do you think that he is going to take her to the trap house? So my question to you is, if he doesn't feel like that about you, why are you trying to convince him to see your worth and your values? He doesn't. He took you to the trap house. That is the most, like, sister, I'm not gonna lie, that is the most bottom barrel shit. Like, that is the biggest way to say to someone, I don't rate you. That's like bringing a guy to your house and you didn't clean, and your panties is on the floor, your plate is high, like you just didn't care, like, because the trap house is never pretty. That's like a guy coming to your house and you just didn't bath, you just came with your big t-shirts, dirty toothpaste on your shirt, and said, come to my house. That is so, like, the lack of respect on the first date. I don't even know why you're even calling this a date. The first interaction, that should have drawn the line there, because in that moment, you very quickly see what a man thinks about you. And I think a lot of times a man doesn't like to leave a try-hard woman. The woman that sits there and and spends her time trying to convince him that she's worthy to be chosen. The woman that texts first. The woman that will be begging, oh, babe, so when are you going to come see me? When are you going to come see me? Can you come chat to me? You know I like you. Babe, why are you not picking up my phone call? Oh, babe, how you go? That's disgusting. Dare I say it? That's the biggest pick me shit. That's not even pick me. That's, please, I'm begging you to pick me right now or I'm die. That's what. After the trap house, you even shagged him. So even after he took you to the trap house on the first date, you didn't go for dinner, you didn't go, even that you still shagged him because you thought the intimacy would change things. No, the intimacy only makes it worse, because the only power a woman has over a man is her pussy. And once you give the pussy to a man, that's it, the power is lost. So whatever you are feeling at the start, if you are feeling down at the start, after you gave him intimacy, is going to hell. You're going to meet him in hellfire. I want to tell you to walk away, but my question is, are you going to listen? Because for me, I said it on the other, I prayed that you women understand what it feels like to be adored and loved. You won't have to guess it. If you have to guess with a man, more than likely it's not what it seems. And I think a lot of times, us women, I think we underestimate how much of our egos speak for us. It's very hard for a woman to ever say, you know what? Maybe he just doesn't like me. Maybe I'm not his type. Maybe I'm not a baddie in his eyes. Maybe he just wants to f me. A woman's mind will try to rationalize the way a man thinks in order to save herself. A woman's not going to think, maybe I'm not his type. She's going to think, oh, you know, obviously, like, maybe he's just going through so much and that's why he's got communication issues. And that's the reason why he doesn't want to talk to me. But if I prove to him that I'm safe, then I can help him with all his trauma. Nah, babe, he just thinks you're clapped. He doesn't think you're sexy. That's why he's not responding to you. You're not his type. Are we going to be honest? Girls, am I going to be the honest sister for you guys? You're not his type. Or he's still hooked on his ex. He's on some F-boy things and he wants to have bare girls and you're just one of the girls. That's what it is. He doesn't have, my communication issue. He's got communication issues and because he had all trauma when he was younger, that's why he doesn't want to speak to me, because he needs to show me that he's having vulnerability issues. Nah, babe, he just thinks you're not sexy. The way us girls think about guys, that's how they think about us. But they're not going to say that. I don't want to talk to a guy because he's not sexy. Okay, bye. You're not my type. Bye. But every time it comes to girls and why a guy don't want to speak to you or why a guy's moving weird with you, there's always this weird reasoning outside, like it's got nothing to do with me. It's got to, no, you might, and that's not to say you're not a bad bitch. That's not to say you're not a sexy girl, but you're just not his sexy girl. And that is absolutely okay, because the man that you are sexy for, hey, he will want to tear that pants. He will want to take you out. He will want to spend on you. He will want to love on you. He will want to adore you. You will know when a guy's looking at you and thinking, my chocolate biscuit, my dream girl. Trust me. Why do you want to suffer yourself? There's a man out there that thinks you're the most fantastic woman in the world. There's a man that thinks you're sexy. There's a man that thinks that you are incredible, and you will feel it. You will know it. Why are you trying to prove yourself to this guy for 3 years and you're still not, bitch, you're still not in a relationship? Why are you even, girls. Come. What should I use to beat you? 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 Next. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. So, next dilemma. He does everything right, so why does it feel so wrong? Hey, Joyce. Before I start, I love your podcast. Been here for every episode. I've never taken part in any story times or dilemmas you've been doing. I'm just an active listener, but I have a dilemma that I would really love to get your view on. I've been talking to this guy for a few weeks. On paper, he's perfect. He plans dates. He pays for everything, checks in constantly, communicates well, and even buys me thoughtful little things I casually mention. The sex is good too, but something isn't sitting right. He's on a visa and already joked very early on about marrying me and having kids. Hey! Japa la London, hey! He also said he doesn't want to go back home. I'm not leaving. He also said he doesn't want to go back home. Now, I can't shake the feeling. What if I'm part of his plan to stay? Then there's sex. He keeps pushing to go without condom. Even though I've made it clear I'm not on contraception and I don't want a child. He said he'd be fine if I got pregnant depending on how I feel. That doesn't reassure me, it worries me. And on top of that, he cares a lot about what people think. The kind of man who filters himself based on outside opinions, and that's starting to give me the ick. So now I'm stuck. Is he generally a good guy, or am I ignoring red flags wrapped in green ones? Babe. You know that meme of Nicki Minaj when it's speeding and she's running away. Running from myself. Guys, let me tell you game. Let me speak you some game, yeah. You see man them, yeah. Guys, if you have just met a guy in the first month and he's promising you marriage, children, within the first week of you meeting him, guys, and he doesn't have any papers, run fast. A man with no papers trying to tell you in the first month he wants to impregnate you. You got to run. That guy is looking for settlements. He wants to stay here. He ain't trying to leave. He doesn't want to leave. A lot of boys run this game. A lot of boys marry girls. They don't have papers. They'll come in. They'll be talking about, they will love bomb you. They're talking about marriage. They want their papers. They want their settlement. They're trying to leave the hood. Please, I'm begging you. Like, I had this conversation. If you guys don't date boys that don't have any papers, I've said this so many times. It's just, it's if a guy is talking to you and within the first month, sister, he's trying to impregnate you. He wants to put a baby inside you because guess what? When you have a baby, if you have a baby in the UK and you are an illegal immigrant, okay? If you have a baby and the baby's in the UK and the mother's from the UK, that is a legal cause to be able to stay in the UK. And I can't remember off the top of my head where the clause falls under, but I remember checking this on ChatGPT. Your child, if you are an active father in the child's life, that is one of the reasons that people use to be able to get their settlement and their status in the country. And it's one of the strongest reasons because obviously, you know, UK, we don't play about kids. So if the welfare of the child is affected because the father gets deported, because the child loves his daddy and, you know, all of this, and the child might get distressed if the parent is not there, and bruv, they'll give you that paper just like that. I can't even lie. You have to be very, 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 very careful. And you know what? There is nothing wrong that, leave that. He might have, on the flip side, let me be devil's advocate. I'm not devil's advocate in Jesus' name. He might have issues with his papers. He has shit going on. He might generally like you, but unfortunately, this is his problem. And there's a lot of people that struggle with immigration in this country that are genuine people. But one thing or another, unfortunately, immigration has been an issue. But this one in particular, it seems very calculated and it seems very love bomby in order to get what you want. I would say, no, what would I say? I would personally tell you to leave it. I think it's too much. And to be honest, yeah, I would pull all the way back and see what he does. See what he does. I know I was saying run earlier, but I changed my mind. I wouldn't say completely drop him, but I would say pull all the way back and let him work for at least 1 year. See what he's on. Because probably by then, if he's not genuine, he would have found another target to go and look for papers with. But generally, if he's a genuine guy, give it 6 months. You have to long out. Don't fall for the love bombing. Don't fall for the, oh my God, he's doing everything. It's only been a couple of weeks. Calm down. Date someone else. You need to balance. You're losing your noggin at the moment. Calm down. You need to balance. But yeah, this one is really, really red flag to me. This one is red flag to me a little bit. But I say you have to stretch this out. Stretch it out. The condom thing, ridiculous. In fact, I would go on contraception because I'm scared. In fact, I wouldn't even shag him. I wouldn't even have to find someone else, girl. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I feel like mature Joyce is starting to give people the benefit of the doubt. God, I'm changing. I think because I'm turning 30 soon. Jesus Christ. Right, next dilemma. Okay, next dilemma. I saw my old bestie in a clique I was in, and shit doesn't feel the same anymore because she introduced me to all those stush girls. Now I just keep my distance and chuck my deuces up, moving along and acting unbothered. Okay, bye. Can you even live your life without having a bestie? I'm an independent girl and I don't need anyone. Girl, yes you do. Yes you do. I'm kind of over this ideology. It's okay to be hyper independent and individualistic and we don't need anybody and no one has got you the way you got you. And yes, I agree that we've been burnt. There are some really horrible, nasty people in the world, but I feel like people should really pray and hope, not even just hope, pray that God and life aligns them with people that can carry the load of this human experience, what will happen in. Because being alone is not sexy. Being alone is not good. And that's in any capacity. I'm not even talking about relationships. I'm talking about friendships. Being alone is not cool. Saying, oh yeah, I'm by myself. I can do all of this. No, girls, no. And I know it's coming from a broken place because I've been there. But that's a trauma room that needs to be healed because we do need fellowship. We do need community. We do need a sisterhood. We do need people that can hold us accountable and can share life with and can make sure that we're okay and can make sure and can check on us. I heard a story of this guy that passed away. No one found him until 18 hours after. There are some people, they die in their apartments, and because they don't have any friends, they don't have anyone to miss them and check on them, they end up passing away in their home and their body is left there for 4 or 5 months because they don't have people in their life to pick up the phone to be like, babe, where are you? I've not heard from you. People to be concerned about you. Is that the life you want to live? I'm so over it. I used to be like that. I'm very much like, yeah, I don't need anyone. I could do my own. No, bitch, I need friends. Come hither. And please come. I need friends, please. I need friends. And I think a lot of times, sorry, I'm going to be the honest sister. A lot of times you girls need to check yourselves. Are you a good friend? And it's right. Everybody deserves to have good friends and everybody wants to have good friends. But are you a good friend? I see a lot of people complaining about their friendships and this person does this and these bitches ain't nice to me. But what are you doing to the bitches that they're running away? What are you doing? Are you a good friend? Are you a patient friend? Are you as patient with your friends as you are your cheating boyfriend of 3 years that's been cheating up and down and even cheated on you with your sister, but you're still together? But the minute your friend decides to do something inconvenient to you, you cut her off and tell everyone she's a bitch? Are you a good friend? I think we have a lot of people that want friendships, but they haven't really checked to see if they are suitable for the friendships that they want to be in. And again, I'm speaking to myself, I am speaking to myself. I had to figure out that I'm a bad friend in terms of sometimes I'd be too honest. I'd be hurtful in my honesty. And yeah, we could sit there and be like, yeah, I'm a real bitch. I'm a real girl. I can say, yeah. But there's also a way to conduct truth in love. There's also a way to address things that doesn't involve venom in the tongue. And that's something I had to figure out. I'm very passionate, but sometimes my passion can come across the wrong way. And we are all coming from different lives and different livelihoods and different families. There's some people that they don't come from family that you'll be shouting anyhow. I come from family you'll be shouting anyhow. Very, very loud and boisterous women. Some people, they come from very quiet families. So you're bringing your experience, they're bringing their experience. And sometimes it's just, they just don't understand. They see when someone is shouting or getting cross or attacking them as a proper threat. You're just seeing it as, girl, I was just annoyed and we'll get about it tomorrow and whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's about working a way around. I'm not saying that there's a lot of witches. There's a lot of witches. But I think this culture of individualistic approach, this culture of individualism is not healthy. And I can see it. I can see it amongst the girls, what it's doing to us. And I'm not saying have a group of friends and have 20 girls. You can have 2 friends. You can have 3 friends. But to sit there and say, I've not got nobody in that. Girl, please, heal. Guys, that is the rest of the episode. If you guys want to be involved in the next episode of Tea Tuesdays, make sure that you fill in the forms in the description. Have a fantastic morning, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.